أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we will be talking about beautiful 40 rules of love by Shams of Tabrez Rahmallah alayh. These seem a bit deep, but they are very common things which we observe in life, and once we read these lines in depth according to the guidance of Quran and Sunnah and love of Allah, then it is a miracle. Rule 1: how we see God is a direct reflection of how we see ourselves. We do not see things as they are, we see them as we are. If God brings to mind mostly fear and blame, it means that there is too much fear and blame welled inside us. If we see God as full of love and compassion, so are we. Now you please read it yourself. Now we'll go to the rule 2. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Rule 2. The path to the truth is a labor of the heart, not of the head. Make your heart your primary guide, not your mind. Meet challenge and ultimately prevail over your nafs with your heart. Knowing your false ego will lead you to the knowledge of God. Okay? If we'll know ourselves, then we'll know the false ego, and then we'll reject the false ego, and then we'll travel towards God, Allah, through the knowledge of Allah, by knowing ourselves. Now we come to the next rule. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. It is the most primary rule of love. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. You can study God through everything and everyone in the universe, because God is not confined in a mosque, synagogue, or church. But if you are still in need of knowing where exactly His abode is, there is only one place to look for Him: in the heart of a true lover. Read it yourself. Please read with focus. And then we move to the next rule. And most primary rule is Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. There can be no love without the love of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There can be no way without his way. Intellect and love are made of different materials. Intellect ties people in knots and risks nothing, but love dissolves all the tangles and risks everything. Intellect is always cautious and advises, beware too much ecstasy, whereas love says, oh, never mind, take the plunge. Intellect does not easily break down, whereas love can effortlessly reduce itself to rubble. But treasures are hidden among ruins. A broken heart hides treasures. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. The only rule of love. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Now, next rule of Shams Tabrez. Most of the problems of the world stem from linguistic mistakes and simple misunderstanding. Do not ever take words at face value. When you step into the zone of love, language as we know it become obsolete. That which cannot be put into words can only be grasped through silence. Silence is a language of love. Allah, 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 Allah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. We cannot love before loving Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Next rule. Loneliness and solitude are two different things. When you are lonely, it is easy to delude yourself into believing that you are on the right path. Solitude is better for us as it means being alone without feeling lonely. But eventually, it is the best to find a person who will be your mirror. Remember, only in another person's heart can you truly see yourself and the presence of God within you. Subhanallah. Please focus, brothers and sisters. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Now we go to the next rule of love, and that is whatever happens in your life, no matter how troubling things might seem, do not enter the neighborhood of despair. Even when all doors remain closed, God will open up a new path only for you. Be thankful. It is easy to be thankful when all is well, but a good person, Sufi, every person is Sufi. Sufi, don't take this term very seriously. A Sufi is thankful not only for what he has been given, but also for all that he has been denied. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Patience does not mean to passively endure. It means to look at the end of a process. What does patience means? It means to look at the thorn and see the rose, to look at the night and see the dawn. Impatience means to be short-sighted, as to not be able to see the outcome. The lovers of God never run out of patience, for they know that time is needed for the crescent moon to become full. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Next rule: east, west, south, or north makes little difference. No matter what your destination is, just be sure to make every journey a journey within. If you travel within, you will travel the whole wide world and beyond. Actual travel is traveling inside. Everything is inside. It is we who are inside. It is Allah who is inside. It is universe which is inside. Explore inside, inside, inside. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Next rule: the quest for love changes us. There is no seeker among those who search for love who has not matured on the way. The moment you start looking for love, you start to change within and without. Love is no joke. Love is very sacred. Love is a relation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and its creature. Love is a relation between Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the creatures. Subhanallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. We cannot love without loving Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The midwife knows that when there is no pain, the way for the baby cannot be opened and a mother cannot give birth. Likewise, for a new self to be born, hardship is necessary. Just as clay needs to go through intense heat to become strong, love can only be perfected in pain. Okay, my brothers and sisters, don't worry. Allah knows how to make us perfect. Just say, Allah, I want to love you. I want to love your Muhammad. And then